We live in a world where one's self-respect is dependent upon one's productivity. And what that does is cause mass anxiety, separation, competitiveness, and of course with competition comes winners and losers, and so therefore feelings are involved. And our cultivated response to being the loser is to feel sad, depressed, or tired of the game from consistently losing, and so someone commits suicide, just to get away from it all. The fact that we judge one another on our occupation, wealth, status, income, how much we contribute to society is awfully superficial. There is great respect in a businessman or woman for they've accumulated a lot of money, but none for the people who work as cleaners. And the reaction on someone's face when you tell them that you don't work at all is amazing. They're shocked, stunned, and confused. You can see the conditioning and brainwashing they've underwent throughout the upbringing that's morphed their views and perspectives just by looking at their facial reaction. Look at a common question asked when conversing with someone you've just met or haven't seen in a while. One of the first questions they ask you is, "So what are you doing with your life?" Now they're not asking you what you love to do as a human being, for example, reading, listening to music, writing, painting, playing, meditating, whatever it is that you like to do, but rather what they're asking you is, what do you do to earn money? And so you start defining yourself in relation to your source of income, rather than what you love to do or how you express yourself. What that psychologically does is make one believe that their purpose is not to play, but to work. So someone who plays more than they work should be ashamed of themselves. Maybe that psychological attitude has been implanted in our minds by our teachers, parents, politicians, and peers for the purpose to grow up and regurgitate it to our children. So we keep this cycle going and remove any possibility of someone opposing this outdated way of life. And so if there is someone who does wake up and oppose the way we humans currently live, they're put down for it and quickly hushed up by their fellow peers before their thoughts wake someone else up. Trick everyone into believing our current system of capitalism or communism is the best we can do as a species, so us up here who look down on you all can stay up here. It's quite shallow, really. And so, in a society with this culture, if you're unemployed, you feel immense guilt and depressed because you can't define yourself. You don't work, therefore you have no identity. Or you do work but you have a crappy job, so you define yourself as someone with a crappy life. And so people feel lost and disappointed within themselves. Look at the educational system, the schooling structure of how students are defined by their results and their future sculptured by it. It's competitive upbringing. No wonder why so many students nowadays are depressed and suffer heavily from anxiety. Their very purpose of life, according to how we educate them, their reason for existing, is what they scored in their final exam results. And so the students look at each other and hope they do better than one another. Don't compare yourself to others based on superficial reasons, such as one's place within society, for you'll lose yourself within a game that has no rewards. Don't allow yourself to fall victim to being a machine regurgitating what your society has educated and informed you on how to think, act, or feel, for you become something you're not. Be who you want, feel how you want, do what you love, regardless of anyone else's perspective, because nothing can question love, and love is what you are. Each one of you is perfect, just the way you are, even if you don't know it. You're quite marvelous, really. You're all beautiful.